Watch Jenna and Caitlin in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m.
Tonight, more money is coming to Duluth in hopes of offering more resources to fight drug use in the city. Plus, officially vaccinated. We're hearing from a VA nurse in Minnesota who was the first in the state to receive the COVID vaccine. And Cleveland Cliffs has officially taken over local mining operations formerly run by ArcelorMittal. More on that coming up in Ion Mining.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. A nearly $900,000 federal grant is going to the Duluth Police Department to help fight drug use in the city. CBS 3's John Cardinelli takes a look tonight at how exactly the money will be put to use.
2020 has been a continuation of a tragic trend in the Twin Ports.
Overdose deaths in this region are going to be the highest that we've ever had. Currently at 27 deaths for 2020.
But the Duluth Police Department just received a nearly $900,000 federal grant targeting addiction by adding to the Lake Superior Drug and Violent Crime Task Force's outreach.
So I'm really excited about this new grant that's going to put add to us another peer recovery specialist.
Jessica Nicola is the only caseworker currently with the program. She has over 100 clients.
My caseload is limited. I try to help as many folks as I can, but there's only so many phone calls that I can make in one day.
The $900,000 will go towards hiring another peer recovery specialist, a licensed alcohol drug counselor, and more Noxalone for overdoses. This will help grow the task force's outreach, which has already been successful in helping addicts get chemical treatment.
90% of people that was contacted got a Rule 25 assessment.
While the program aims at rehabilitating addicts, in the end, Lieutenant Jeff Kazel says it will also help get drugs off the street.
The drugs are coming because there are people here to use them, right, that want them. If you make that number less, you take away by, say, 10%, that's cutting into the bottom line for people that are trying to take advantage of that pool.
There are a few more steps to formally accept the grant. The department will likely be able to start spending in early January. Overnight, Minnesota lawmakers approved millions in pandemic relief money for struggling businesses. Here's a look at where that $216 million will go. About $88 million is headed for restaurants, bars, and gyms, where business is down 30% or more. $14 million was allocated for convention centers and movie theaters. Another $115 million will go to counties, which will then award grants to businesses or nonprofits that are also down more than 30%. Governor Walz is holding a press call on the state's COVID-19 response tomorrow at 1:15 p.m. According to the governor's communications director, he is expected to continue the pause on indoor dining and put a plan for in-person learning in place. We will be carrying this report live on air and online. Be sure to stay with us here on CBS 3. Let's head over to Peter for a first look at the weather. Nice little dusting of snow on my car after the 6 o'clock show tonight.
Yeah, it was kind of pretty, but, you know, some places the roads did actually get coated up, and there was actually kind of slick out there for some places, but that snow has kind of since left the region, and we're left with mostly cloudy skies for the night tonight. That's good news temperature-wise, too, because this morning we started off on a really kind of cold night. Temperatures last night bottomed out -3 for us here in Duluth, -2 in Hibbing last night, -1 in International Falls this morning, -6 in Moose Lake, -4 in Hinckley, -9 in Sloan Springs, -9 degrees in Stein. We won't be nearly that cold tonight. High temperatures today only topped out into the teens. 19 for us down by the lake, 16 in Hibbing, 14 in International Falls, 19 in Sloan Springs. And temperatures right now, we're all in the teens still, and temperatures aren't going to fall all that much further as we head through the rest of the night tonight because we have those mostly cloudy skies overhead. And that leads way to a warmer day for tomorrow, as well as more warmth in the 7-day forecast. I'll time that all out coming up. Kristen?
Thanks, Peter. In northwest Wisconsin, the man who crashed into a horse and buggy filled with children now faces 4 felony charges. 67-year-old Robert Dulian of Serona, Wisconsin, is charged with 4 counts of injury by intoxicated use of a vehicle. The crash happened December 7th in Washburn County near Birchwood. The sheriff's office says 5 kids were riding in a horse-drawn buggy when it was rear-ended by a truck. Julian was driving. 2 of the children were taken to the hospital. The horse was killed. Julian was arrested because officers say he was drunk. He's due back in court in late January. The first doses of the Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine have officially been administered. About 3,000 doses of the vaccine arrived Monday at the Twin Cities Hospital in refrigerated boxes. Christian Cordero introduces us to the first folks to have the vaccine.
Today, breaking up the beeps and the hums of a hospital pushed to its limit was a sound 9 months in the making. The Minneapolis VA was among the first in Minnesota to get the vaccine. Nurse Jamie Charles, first in the Twin Cities to administer it. Nurse Tara Whitty, first to receive it. This was the first time they met.
How are you feeling? Are you ready? Are you nervous? Excited?
And how did you answer?
Oh, all of the above.
The process was simple. The logistics to make it happen were not. Pfizer's vaccine comes in 2 doses.
As everyone gets their first dose today, before they leave the appointment, they'll be getting an appointment for their second dose, which occurs 17 to 21 days later.
By turning healthcare professionals into patients, hospitals are told to expect short-lived symptoms that could take staff out of work temporarily.
This vaccine is safe. It's based on the science. We're right to say that there's some long-term things that we'll continue to monitor.
Signing up for the vaccine was an easy decision for Whitty. She's worked in the COVID ward since the beginning.
When we had our first veteran pass away, it was kind of an emotional moment for all of our staff.
On that day, and many like it, visitors were not allowed here at the VA hospital. So nurses held that veteran's hand while his family members sat here in the parking lot and said their goodbyes over video. This is a welcome goodbye with a shot in the arm and at a chance to end the pandemic that has taken so much and so many.
Beginning next Monday, pharmacies will also play a major role in administering the vaccine. CVS is hiring thousands of pharmacists, nurses, and technicians to help. Walgreens will provide shots to about 35,000 nursing homes and assisted living facilities. In Wisconsin, healthcare workers have started to receive the COVID-19 vaccine. The first 10,000 doses arrived in the state on Monday. About 35,000 more are expected by the end of next week. The first doses are going to frontline healthcare workers and to nursing home residents in a couple of weeks. The general public will not get the vaccine for months. Superior students are headed back to the classroom after going completely virtual in November. The Superior School District announced today they'll return to hybrid learning on January 11th. CBS3's Kendall Jarbo explains what the announcement means for students and how parents are reacting.
COVID-19 forced schools to make big changes in how kids learn. Superior School District Administrator Amy Starzecki says choosing the right learning model isn't easy.
This is always one of our most difficult decisions that we have to make right now during this pandemic.
After 6 weeks of virtual learning, all Superior students can return to hybrid learning in January. Starzecki says virtual learning didn't reduce community transmission rates.
We continue to see rates of transmission in schools is a lot less than it is out in the community.
The district will now prioritize elementary schools, meaning if too many staff members get sick, middle and high school will go back to virtual learning.
The challenges for in-person or for virtual learning at the elementary level are a lot greater than at the secondary level.
Karina Lamoureux's son is in elementary school. Virtual learning has been difficult for her family, and she's ready to be done with it.
I couldn't be more ecstatic about the kids going back to school, and I know my son is going crazy. You know, he's got so much energy at this point. He just can't even sit in a chair normal. He's got to be upside down and doing flips, and because he's just like, get me out of this house.
The January 11th start date gives 2 weeks after the holidays to watch for COVID symptoms.
We didn't see that Thanksgiving surge that we were expecting to see, so I'm hoping that people take the same precautions during the winter break and we don't see that surge.
Starzecki says the district will continue watching the situation, doing their best to balance learning and safety.
Starzecki says the state has not said if there will be vaccine requirements for staff and students, but she expects guidance in the coming weeks. After sitting idle for almost 6 months, Keetac miners are back on the job and pellet production has restarted. Last month, U.S. Steel announced it would be restarting the Keewatin mining operation. Roughly 400 workers there were laid off after the pandemic took a toll on the steel industry. But last week, pellets started rolling off the Keetac line again, and the first shipment went out soon after. Keetac was the last mine to go back online after a tough few months for operations on the Iron Range. Switching to Cleveland Cliffs, where the $1.4 billion buyout of ArcelorMittal USA is finished, making the company one of the largest flat-rolled steel producers in North America. Cliffs made that announcement last week. The buyout means Cleveland Cliffs will take over operations at the Minorca mine in Virginia and Hibbing Taconite. Cliffs already runs North Shore Mining in Babbitt and Silver Bay and United Taconite in Forbes. According to union spokespeople, the management shift from ArcelorMittal USA to Cleveland Cliffs began once the buyout was complete. The union president at Hibbing Taconite said they're working out some kinks like life insurance, insurance benefits and policies and procedures. But he added the majority of his members are looking forward to having Cliffs back in the driver's seat. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, a popular children's story is coming to life in Duluth. Find out how you can be a part of the story next.
And it was another cool one today, but we have a warm-up heading our way. We'll have all those details, plus another shot of snow in the 7-day forecast.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, right here.
Weekdays at 3 on CBS 3.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get a great deal on Tacoma, RAV4, Camry, and more. I'll take it. I'll get this wrapped up for you. I wish I hadn't just unwrapped it.
Right now, during Toyotathon, you can get 0.9% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2021 Camry or 2021 RAV4.
Toyotathon is on. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Medicare isn't everyone's favorite thing to shop for, but with UCare, it might be worth a browse because right now, UCare is offering a $0 premium plan statewide. And unlike original Medicare, you also get prescription drugs, doctor visits, dental, hearing, and glasses. Fire off any questions to a decomplicator today. Hey, it's what we're here for. UCare, people-powered health plans.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. For a limited time only, get the Hog Heaven pizza for just $11. Papa Murphy's.
Real encounters with God are life-changing. Join us Sundays at 11:30 for The Message of Good Hope and learn how you can reach your highest potential through a relationship with Christ. Only on the Duluth CW.
Here at Angie's Closet, we are a consignment boutique that carries a variety of women's clothing and accessories in all shapes, sizes, and styles that are friendly on your wallet. Come let Angie and her team style you from head to toe in an outfit that is just your style. Shop Angie's Closet for the best in gift giving, for CC hats, mittens, gloves, or our full line of locally made candles, lotions, and soaps. And gift certificates are always a perfect fit. Shop in store or visit us online with curbside pickup or shipping available. Angie's Closet thanks you for shopping local.
The holiday season is truly the most magical time of the year. It's the perfect time to appreciate Duluth's beautiful downtown waterfront district. Everything is a little different this year, but it has never been more important to support the local businesses you know and cherish. Enjoy the sights, safely browse local shops, and bring home tasty treats. This year, your gathering will be smaller and your visit shorter, but your loyalty and commitment make a big impact. The Greater Downtown Council invites you to celebrate the season.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS 3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
And welcome back. It was another rather cool day out there. Temperatures only topped out 15 degrees at Duluth International. That's officially 7 degrees below average. Average high for this time of year, 22 degrees. Those temperatures are on the way down, that is for sure. And we're only getting a little bit cooler as we progress through the rest of the month of December. Right now from Canal Park, 19 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. We got rid of any of those leftover snow showers that we saw earlier this evening. Right now, west winds blowing at 3 miles per hour. So we're not actually dealing with much of a wind chill either. That's really a first. We haven't seen that in a few days. Temperature elsewhere across the region, see 16 in Two Harbors, 16 in Silver Bay, 14 in Ely, 14 in Orr as well, and 14 degrees in International Falls. Down in Wisconsin, they're staying a little bit closer to that 20-degree mark down there. 20 right now in Ashland, 19 in Solon Springs, 19 degrees in Twin Ports. As you can tell, this night's going to be a little bit warmer than the past few nights have been, that is for sure. Wind chills have really begun to let up as well. We're talking about wind chills that are in the single digits, if not teens for most of us. So that's rather good news. It's not that brutal cold that we've seen the past few nights. Satellite radar shows any of those earlier snowstorms that we had off to our west towards Grand Marais, International Falls, Bemidji, those have all cleared the region right now, and we're left with mostly cloudy skies overhead for the night tonight. And that's how it's going to be for the rest of the night tonight, as well as into tomorrow morning. So we can talk about that forecast right now. As you can see, 10 o'clock, any of those leftover snow showers towards Silver Bay, Grand Marais, quickly exiting the picture as we head towards Wednesday morning, and by Wednesday, 7 a.m., maybe see some signs of clearing, especially towards Grand Rapids, Aiken, Brainerd, points south and west. But any sunshine and clearing that you do see there will not last all that much longer, because as we head towards Wednesday afternoon, those clouds quickly begin to fill back in, and those clouds stretch for a pretty good portion of the day and went into Wednesday and then into Thursday as well. And as we head towards Thursday evening, we finally begin to see some clearing, and that will actually stick around for the weekend for the most part, which is good news. Your forecast for tonight, fall back into the teens for most of us, 13 in Duluth, 13 in Solon Springs as well, 18 in Silver Bay, 11 degrees in Hibbing. Down in Wisconsin, they're sitting in the teens as well, 17 in Ashland, 14 in Hayward, 15 degrees in Siren. Highs for tomorrow, we surpassed that 20-degree mark and then some. 27 in Solon Springs, 26 in Duluth, 24 in Hibbing, 24 in Grand Rapids, 25 in International Falls, 29 in Ashland, approaching the 30-degree mark down there in Wisconsin, 28 in Hayward, and 27 degrees in Solon Springs. Taking a look at that 7-day forecast, as you can see, we're warming up, and we have those clouds for the first part of this, of what's left of the work week. Then we clear things out for the weekend with temperatures in the lower 30s for Saturday and Sunday.
I know a lot of people are needing to spend their time outside, so I'm glad we're seeing a little bit of a warm up here. It wasn't too chilly, but it was getting down into those single and negative digits, and this is much better. That was the coldest air of the season thus far, and it was well below average, that is for sure. And we'll have plenty more cold days to come for those who love them. Thanks, Peter.
Yep.
Awards are being handed out for the annual Holiday Window Lighting Display Contest in Duluth. The event is put on by the Greater Downtown Council. Best lighting went to Fitgers. Most original storefront went to CSL Plasma and Lester River Trading Company. Most traditional went to A&L Properties and Frost River. CSL Plasma and Frost River also won the People's Choice Award. And finally, Frame Corner Gallery was the Facebook favorite. Winners were chosen based on execution of theme and design presentation. A giving tree is growing in Duluth and spreading some holiday cheer. Laura Signorelli says a friend of hers in the city set up a giving tree and she wanted to try it here. She looked at wish lists for organizations like Chum, Safe Haven, and Lifehouse. She wrote the items they need on cards. People can swing by, take a card, and meet the need. She says it's been a tough year and it feels good to give back.
It's fun for me. I don't have kids, and so just doing something, brings joy to other people. It's fun. It's quite exhilarating, actually.
Signorelli says people have taken a number of the cards and now they're just waiting for the items to be returned. The deadline is December 24th. She'll deliver the items after that. If you'd like to help, we'll have the Giving Tree's location on our website. A big annual toy drive in Duluth is nearly ready to start handing gifts out to families in need. Mike Letica organizes the Make Every Child Smile toy drive yearly in Duluth. He says the need has tripled so far this year. Letica has spent the last few weeks collecting toys, gift cards, meals, and more for families. Starting December 20th at 2 p.m., he's ready to start distributing them. Families can pick up items at the drive-through window at the Shake It in West Duluth. He says it's the least he can do during these trying times.
So many different families are really affected by COVID, and just generally speaking, every year people get laid off, and people go through hardships. It's something that we all can go through at any time. So if the community can step up and help, their neighbor, we all do that here in Duluth.
Letica is asking for a photo ID for adults and a birth certificate, report card, social security card, or some other form of identification for kids. You can drop off donations until December 19th at Shake It in West Duluth or Ogston's on Central Entrance. He's also accepting monetary donations. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, fresh off his Electoral College win, President-elect Joe Biden continues to work toward his transition, while President Trump has still not conceded. We have the details next.
CBS 3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
When facing a major healthcare decision, it's wise to seek a second opinion from a team of established experts. Financial decisions deserve the same level of care and expertise. At MPPL Financial, we develop your plan by assembling a personalized team that includes experts in multiple disciplines. So the result is a coordinated care plan that covers all areas of your financial life. Your outcome depends on the quality of care you receive. Call today to set up your free second opinion consultation or visit MPPLfinancial.com.
At Miners National Bank of Eveleth, we know it takes knowledge, dedication, and teamwork to be the home loan experts. With over 115 years and 4 family generations, we have proven we have the experience to be the best in the business. For your first or next home loan, call the experts you can trust at Miners National Bank. Their teamwork is unmatched, and they will bump out any rough spots along the way. Make your house a home with Miners National Bank.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Complying with national guidelines is made easy with the CEDA's commercial touchless forehead thermometer. The Instant Read LCD digital display yields an accurate body temperature reading from 2 to 4 inches within half a second. From schools, offices, shops, and all other public places, keep yourself safe and compliant with a hands-free thermometer that's easy to install and easier to use. Visit www.cetusonline.com. That is CETUSonline.com.
It's the season for streaming and the perfect time to power up all your devices with Extreme Internet. Call today and save with prices as low as $19.99 a month for 1 year. Go dashing through your shows with amazing speeds from 60 meg up to 1 gig. Powerful in-home Wi-Fi and 99.99% network reliability. Enjoy the gift of high-speed entertainment for as low as $19.99 a month for 1 year. Dial 844-EXTREME2. Hurry, offer ends December 21st.
Mom, I'm here. Mom, where are you? Help. Mom?
Without emergency protection, you risk your life. But with Life Alert, one press of a button can get you help fast.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-458-9565. That's 1-800-458-9565. Call now, 1-800-458-9565. For a free brochure, call 1-800-458-9565.
Fond du Lac Casino is having a sock drive now through December 15th.
Coming up Tuesday on CBS 3 this morning, what comes next for Minnesota as the vaccine is officially shipped out in the United States?
And we'll look at your Tuesday forecast. We stay chilly with a chance of flurries.
So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
When severe weather hits, tune to CBS 3 for up-to-date coverage morning and night.
Fresh off of his Electoral College victory, President-elect Joe Biden went to Georgia to rally Democratic voters ahead of next month's Senate runoff elections. The election outcome there will determine the balance of power on Capitol Hill. Earlier, the president-elect said he had a phone call with Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, who finally acknowledged Mr. Biden's win publicly. But President Trump is not backing down from unsubstantiated claims of voter fraud. Meanwhile, the president-elect and vice president-elect continue working on the transition. Sources tell CBS News Mr. Biden plans to name former Michigan Governor Jennifer Granholm Energy Secretary and former South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg Transportation Secretary. Coming up in sports, the ice is finally painted. What goes into getting the rink ready for UMD hockey? Kelly has the details next.
Eye on Mining is brought to you by Iron Mining Association, Range Regional Airport, and Miners National Bank of Eveleth.
Imagine building your Range Regional Airport without the mining industry. Now, imagine air travel without mining. We couldn't imagine that either. Welcome to Range Regional Airport, serving and supporting the Iron Range.
With over 30 years of providing the best service in the Northland, Ogston's Body and Paint has built their reputation through honesty and respect. So when bad things happen to your vehicle, trust Ogston's to make them right again.
The health of the Iron Range is our passion. That's why at Fairview Range, we do everything we can to keep our community healthy and safe. Our compassionate team is always here for you and for each other. No matter what, we step up because that's just what we do. We are here for you, always. Fairview Range, we're here.
At Honda, we take the holidays seriously. With serious style and serious capability. So while others may be decking the halls, you could be dashing through the snow with the best value of the season. Now's the best time to get into a new Honda. KBB.com's best value brand for 2020. Visit Happy Honda Days at your local Honda dealer or shop online to get a great offer on the CR-V.
Don't let the pandemic limit your Christmas giving. Easy Own has many ways to get you the things you want with payments you can afford. This December, we've reduced our down payments by 50% so you can buy more with your Christmas budget. If you're expecting a tax return, Easy Own has no interest or low interest programs with rates for big savings when you pay your loan off early. We've placed a large order for PS5s and Xbox X's. Many are already spoken for, so if you want to get the latest gaming system, stop into Easy Own today to reserve one.
DBS, your all things basement-y company. Does your home have uneven or sloping floors? How about cracked drywall, stair-stepping cracks, or bowed basement walls? You may have a problem with your foundation. Call the specialists at DBS. They thoroughly inspect your property and provide a permanent solution to your foundation problem. We offer a fully transferable warranty, unmatched in our area. Contact DBS, your all things basement-y company, for a free, no-obligation estimate. Call or visit us online. DBS, helping your family have a healthy, safe, and comfortable home.
You work hard for your money and deserve to see it go the extra mile. Join us Wednesday mornings and hear from local experts on tips to better manage your finances in Eye on Money on live local CBS3. Brought to you by MPPL Financial.
Imagine building your Range Regional Airport without the mining industry. Now, imagine air travel without mining. We couldn't imagine that either. Welcome to Range Regional Airport, serving and supporting the Iron Range.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
Forget the loss, move on, and it's on to the next. UMD is, believe it or not, already wrapping things up from the NCHC bubble down in Omaha, Nebraska. Tomorrow is the second to last game before they return home. And it's against the team they first met in the pod. UMD used a monster of a third period in the first game of the bubble to top the Mavericks back on December 1st. With the number of games that sit between that game and today, the team says it already feels like a lifetime ago. They're ready for the pace that Omaha brings, but at the end of the day, it's about sticking to their game.
Feels like forever ago since we played them. I think kind of just understanding that they're going to be a different hockey team, only playing 7 games maybe. It doesn't seem like a lot, but you kind of learn a lot just playing that many games and kind of focusing on what we can control. Obviously, you can watch video and see what they've been doing and kind of what it was like in the first game. But for us, at the end of the day, I think it just comes down to sticking to our game, and we know good things can happen when we do that.
And UMD got yesterday and today off down in the college hockey bubble down in Omaha before their game against the Mavericks tomorrow. Now, we've been talking a lot of X's and O's, but I wanted to know the real tea from the bubble. Take a look.
One item that you didn't bring that you wish you had.
I would probably say either a brush or a comb. Yeah, I don't really own any, so it just kind of goes how it goes.
That's what the hat is for.
Yeah.
Mine's my HDMI cord for my Xbox. Benny Almquist had one, so thank God for that, so I could play Xbox. I was calling Best Buy to see if they could deliver me one, but
teamwork makes the dream work. If you could leave one teammate in the bubble and not bring him back to Duluth, who would it be?
Oh goodness.
Louis, you start us.
I don't know. That's just kind of wrong.
I thought maybe you guys would have been on each other's nerves by now, but it seems like you're getting along really well.
Yeah.
If I had to choose one, I'd say Cole for sure. We're roommates back in Duluth, and then just having him in my case all the time here in the room, I've just kind of had enough of him, so probably choose Cole.
I honestly, I think I like the boys too much. I wouldn't leave anyone behind. Nobody left behind here in the pod. So everyone's coming home with us.
Yeah. All right. We'll ask you in a week or so, and then we'll circle back.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'm going to ask them in a week or so when they're sick of each other. The Bulldogs are back in action tomorrow against Nebraska Omaha. It's one of the only 2 games left they have down in the pod. They'll play North Dakota on Saturday. Of course, both those games you can catch on My 9 Sports. It wasn't a normal year for anybody, but especially abnormal at Amsoil Arena. The UMD hockey teams awaited their schedules this fall. They practiced, and there was no opportunity for the ice maintenance team to do their usual ice work. But now they finally have that window to lay down some paint. Underneath everything is a thin layer of ice, followed by 300 gallons of white paint. And then some artistry, of course, 18 different colors of paint for 16 different logos. Normally, they would take all of the ice out before starting the process. But this year, it did not go according as planned.
This year, because we had put the rink in already without any of those, not knowing if we were going to have a season, we had to shave all of that down, get it down to its base layer. It left us kind of scrambling here at the end to make sure that we had the ice painted before the second half of the season.
And in other Bulldog alumni news, former UMD captain Parker Mackay announced via Twitter today that he has decided to hang up his hockey skates, retiring from playing hockey. Mackay made his decision citing personal health issues. Recently, he recovered from COVID-19 while playing hockey over in Austria. At the end of his written announcement, he added that he still loves the game and plans to be around the game for years to come, potentially hinting at a career in coaching. I remember a couple years ago when I sat down for a final interview with Parker as a senior in a Bulldog jersey, he said that's definitely something he wants to pursue in the future. Congrats to him. That's going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
Change the future of medicine from the convenience of home. Join the All of Us research program to help improve health research and speed up medical breakthroughs. Visit essentialhealth.org/allofus to learn more.
Hurry into Fleet Farm to get the best deals of the week. Save big on things like all men's Field & Forest shirts. 30% off our low fleet price. Whole cashews or deluxe mixed nuts. 1-pound bags, only $5.99. And select Cooper tires. Buy 3, get the 4th free. Plus, enter our snow removal sweepstakes for a chance to win a 24-inch Husqvarna snow thrower. See store or visit fleetfarm.com for details. Fleet Farm. We've got you covered.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. From value-priced softeners to the world's best and even salt-free. No one has more solutions than Culligan to customize the best filtration for your home. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
This year, Santa's got his naughty, nice, and now his shop local list. With a unique variety of shops and restaurants, there's something for everyone at Fichters. And for business or leisure, Fichters Inn is Duluth's premier lakefront getaway. Fichters. Shop, eat, sleep.
Fond du Lac Casino is having a sock drive. Now through December 15th, bring in a new unopened package of 3 or more socks to the Fond du Lac Casino Players Club, and you'll receive $5 in club cash. All the socks collected will be given to a charitable organization and distributed to families in need. For more information, stop by the Players Club or log on to fondduluthcasino.com. The sock drive is a great way to give back to the community while you
have a great time out at Fond du Lac.
How can you show appreciation and say thanks to our area retail workers? While all gifts are appreciated, here is what helps keep us safe. The greatest gift of all. First, don't shop if you're not feeling well. Stay home and ask friends or family to help you. Keep your trips to a minimum. Pick up 2 weeks of supplies at a time if possible. Wash your hands before you come in and wear a cloth face cover. You can use a mask or a bandana. If possible, keep those cute kids at home and don't touch things you don't plan on buying. Keep your cash in your piggy bank and pay with your debit or credit card. Finally, try not to touch your face and be sure to wash your hands when you get home. Thank you for your help in creating a safer community.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's check in with meteorologist Caitlin Moffitt this morning.
And the below average trend
Thanks so much for joining us. So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
Watch Caitlin and Jenna in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m. on CBS3. Men's Wardrobe by Mainstream Fashions for Men. The annual Gift Givers sale is going on now through December 31st. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
All right, Peter, let's get a final check of the weather.
Yeah, 7-day forecast looks pretty good. Mostly cloudy skies stick around through the end of the week, but as we head towards the weekend, clouds begin to clear out and temperatures are climbing into the lower 30s for Saturday and Sunday.
Not too bad. I like seeing some sunshine on there. Thanks for joining us. We will see you right back here tomorrow.